In the last episode of Town Hall 11 Free to Play, we reviewed some Electro Lalo basics. Today I have sneaky goblins again, so let's do some speed farming. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 19 of the Town Hall 11 Free-to-Play series, and we are doing a little bit of wall grind today, as a matter of fact. So we've had a lot of concerns over the last couple of episodes. Over the last 25 days of being at Town Hall 11, players want to know if I'm going to be maxing out my walls on this account, and the answer to that is absolutely. Why would I not? Because we did it back at Town Hall 9, we did it again at Town Hall 10, and Town Hall 11, even though they are 3 million apiece, whether you spend gold or elixir, that might be a little overwhelming for some of you, and some players might actually say that it's hard. But this is the fact about wall upgrades. They go fast if you invest the time to upgrade them, and I am not talking about wasting your Clan War League medals on wall rings. I'm talking about using training boosts, very cheap armies, not worrying about your trophies, going down, getting the loot, doing the walls, and getting it over with. As long as you have a builder available, you do not have to wait. And that's one of the biggest challenges about Town Hall 11 as a whole, is waiting on really long upgrades. So we do have a bunch of loot stockpiled here that I've been working on over the last couple of hours, and we have a Grand Warden upgrade that we need to do again before the Clan War League starts in a couple of days. We want to make sure that we get him to level 10. So I'm going to go ahead and burn off some of this gold real fast by dropping 3 million apiece. And for some of you, you're going to be like, that's just way too much. There's no way I'm doing that. And we do not have enough elixir to do both the Grand Warden and a piece of wall. So I'm going to go ahead and put him down before I make a mistake and waste it. Now, we will have a builder back in about 2 minutes because we have a gold storage finishing up here. And we're going to be doing a little bit more walls today. Now, quickly to give you a little bit of a backstory, on Friday night we did a live stream and we finished up that live stream with exactly 40 pieces of wall complete. Since that live stream, we've been able to knock out about 9 pieces of wall. So we're almost up to 50 pieces of wall completed since that live stream. That was about a day and a half ago. So not too bad, just kind of casually doing it. You can put in as much work as you want to put in. If you don't want to do them all at once, that's fine. Don't do them all at once. But if you do want to do it like that, you can follow what we're going to do today. So we're going to start up a 1-hour training boost. This is my last training boost. Hopefully we get some from the trader very, very soon because I like using these things. They keep me active and they keep me entertained. So we're going to start that by using exactly 1 hour worth of boost. That means that we're going to do 1 hour worth of farming, but you're not going to see all of it. You'll just have to see the progress within the loot. So really fast, let me show you what Gold League has produced over the last day and a half. Gold League has been putting out some serious loot, guys. I'm not even joking about it. You could find some monster loot. Now, the one thing about farming is that you don't necessarily have to use your spells all the time. A lot of players ask me why I don't use my spells. A lot of times I don't even bring wall breakers because I just cut through walls. This was a first time search. You saw that, right? It's crazy, man. I love it. Now, you can bring spells and you can bring wall breakers if you choose to do so, but the best method that I found is just using all of my sneaky goblins. It's actually cheaper to do it this way, and I'll show you that here in a second. I'm going to drop a few sneaky goblins to cut through the wall. We do have a Barb King. We can use him if we want to, and I'm going to go ahead and break through and allow them to try to take out that gold mine, and then they're going to go up into that elixir collector. Let's go ahead and drop a few to go after that elixir collector. Looks like we have some more over here as well. Now, I do have some earthquake spells. That way I can open up compartments if I wanted to. Let's see, where's the sneaky goblins going to go here? Let's go ahead and drop a few right there. I do have a battle blimp as well, but we don't necessarily have to use that. Let's see here. Let's try to save our spells. We don't want to necessarily waste spells, and we don't necessarily want to wait on them, but we do have earthquake spells, so we can drop 3, 4 to open up these compartment and grant access to the core for those of you that are worried about winning and losing, because I know some of you just do not like to lose raids. You like to win them all, so there is an option to go after those as well. So let's go ahead and drop some over here to go through the wall, and you'll notice that we've only used a handful of our sneaky goblins. We haven't dropped all of them. We're just dropping a few here and there, trying to conserve them to make sure that we save our loot. We're going to break through, grab the loot out of that gold mine, and it looks like we have some loot right here. So let's just go ahead and release a bunch of our sneaky goblins to try to get to the core. King's ability needs to be used, and we're going to have to deal with a bunch of wizard towers. So that's why I'm bringing some freeze spells as well. So let's drop a heal spell in the center here. for this group of troops. Let's freeze this pack of wizard towers. They're going to get into the gold mine or the gold storage. They're going to take down the town hall, and that's all the loot. So we're going to bail on this, go out, retrain our army, make sure that we have everything, and do it again. Give me a second. I'm going to get back out into another raid. So in order to make the most out of your training boost, you just got to keep going back to back to back to back to back. Now, I've already done 3 raids. We're back up to 4.5 million gold, 4.3 in elixir, and we found this base. Now, it's that time of the day where the loot forecaster is showing all red. It's looking pretty bad right now. As a matter of fact, this is what it looks like. It's kind of bad. So we're trying to make the most out of our training boost since we started one for this video, and I got to make sure that I make the most out of it. So we don't even have all of our spells trained up, nor do we have all of our sneaky goblins. So we're going to try to grab loot, and we might take losses on purpose. This is something that a lot of you guys out there might not believe in, but this is quite possibly the best way to farm, is not worrying about trophies. Who cares about trophies when you're working on walls? The goal here is to upgrade as many pieces of wall as possible. Yes, I might be using too many sneaky goblins, but I want to make sure that I get the loot and get out. I do not care about it. We're just going to keep going. So we have to travel through these areas where we're finding a lot of giant bombs and traps. And so we're trying to get the sneaky goblins in while they're still invisible from the defenses. Let me go ahead and grab the loot out of this one right here. Let's go ahead and grab these right here. They did get the gold out of that gold storage. So let's go ahead and drop one there. And looks like the rest of our loot is either right there in that one. We got some right there, and we got a little bit of gold there as well as these storages. So let's go ahead and grab this area. And it looks like we're out of troops. So unfortunately, we ran out because we didn't wait on a full army to train, but that's not necessarily the point. Let's go ahead and surrender from this one, bail out. We walked away with 565,000 gold, and let's check our army. So we have 47 sneaky goblins. We can go back out and try to find another raid while we're waiting on our army to train. Now, again, like I mentioned a moment ago, the loot's not that great this moment, so I'm having to search a little bit, but what we'll do is just kind of grab and go, just grab and go, keep it going non-stop. And this is not a lot of loot right here in these gold mines. They're low level, so there's more than likely not a lot in here, but it doesn't really matter. The point of it is to try to make the most out of your training boost while keeping yourself entertained. Now, if you're worried about your trophies and you don't want to drop, then don't do this. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to necessarily do this. So, okay, so we kind of made a mistake on this one, to be honest with you, because those were low-level mines, should not have hit this base. There was a lot of the loot that's inside the storages, so we can go ahead and waste some of our spells and open up the base a little bit. That was probably a very poor placement. Let's go ahead and drop it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's open up there. Yep. There we go. Nice little drop there. So let's go ahead and release some sneakies to go after this gold. And let's go ahead and drop some sneakies to go after these resources here and see what we can walk away from, because you got to pay attention to the level of those mines and elixir pumps as well. And if they're low level, then it's really not worth hitting the base. Now, we did do pretty well here. We got a bulk of the loot off of it. There's a little bit of loot in this one. So let's go ahead and drop our king. And I'm trying to keep going. I don't want to stop and go and do a bunch of cuts, because I want you to see the full repetition of actually farming like this, because this is the stuff that I tend to do while I'm just sitting on my couch working on an assignment, or I'm watching TV or something and keeping myself entertained. But this is just one of those things that you kind of zone out on. Let me go ahead and use that king's ability, and looks like we might actually pull the win. So let's go ahead and drop some sneaky goblins to cut through the wall and maybe take the town hall. Highly unlikely, but you just never know. Are they going to be strong enough to cut through the wall and take down the town hall as well as deal with these defenses? Almost. They're pretty close. Oh, no! Nope, not enough. After that last raid, I have to have a little bit of redemption. So we do have ourselves what appears to be a progress base. This gentle player, or very kind player, left this base set up to where we just got to go in and grab the loot. So let's go ahead and use that king's ability to break through the wall as quickly as possible. Remember, I'm trying to keep this thing going non-stop to where we can get into a raid, grab the loot. If we get the win, so be it. If we don't, whatever. We're just getting the loot and moving on to the next one while we have our boosted barracks. We want to make sure that we keep this going non-stop. All right, so it looks like the king is distracting some defenses here. Looks like there are some wizard towers surrounding that town hall. Oh my goodness. All right, well, that's going to be very painful to get into, or we can just go ahead and waste a battle blimp because I have the ability to do so. I can donate myself a, oh, well, maybe not. Maybe not. They had no chance. They stood no chance. So let's just go ahead and waste our battle blimp since I can donate to myself and make the most out of this one. without wasting any more troops. Looks like we do have our sneaky goblins in on target. Down we'll go to the town hall. We got the win. Not too concerned about dark elixir because we're still full on dark elixir for the most part. We're going to end the raid right there, retrain our army. Now, one thing I want to show you real fast before I go out, I got to retrain my sneaky goblins. Now, I could have used this quick train tab by all means, but one thing I wanted to show you about this army is that, okay, so we're using sneaky goblins today. I want to show you that sneaky goblins alone cost 51,000 elixir. Now, once we start adding spells to that, like let's say that we want to bring 2 jump spells, heal spell, a rage, and some freeze spells. Now you're going to see that the price tag just launched up to about 200,000. So this is how I'm able to steal a lot of loot really fast by just using sneaky goblins. I'm not too concerned about the win, but I'm trying to conserve as much resources as possible. Now this is the army right here that we're using. Up on the top group that says goblin knife, this is no longer really much of a goblin knife. You'll see that we have 85 sneaky goblins, and then we're splitting the difference between using the earthquake spells, which is about 1100 dark elixir. So 86,000 elixir, 1100. So we're able to kind of stockpile really fast. Let me see if I can find one live, or I'm going to have to take a break and search a little bit because right now the loot's not that great. But when the loot is in the green, if you're on that website, when the loot's in the green, we're finding bases really fast. Actually, this one's not too bad. This one's not bad at all. So let's go ahead and drop one. I'm going to do one per collector, one per mine and collector, and keep this thing going. We're back over 6 million in gold, guys. You see how fast this is going. This is how you farm incredibly quick, and we're only using one training boost. Looks like we got all the loot off of this one, right? Yes, almost. Pretty close. There's a little bit more gold in that mine. Any more? I'm not seeing any more. Nope, the rest of it is inside the storages itself. So be it. Not worried about the win. Don't really care about trophies. Let me go back and hit the quick train tab. Train up those 17 sneakies. Let's go back out and do it again. See if we can find another one in the next swing. If not, we're going to have to take a break and see if we can find... Well, there's another one. That's what I'm talking about, boys. That's how you do it. This is how you do it. Come on, drop that sneaky goblin over there. Sneaky goblin all the way around just like this. Now, some players out there might say, well, this isn't hard at all. Well, you're absolutely correct. It's not hard, but some players just don't know how to do it. All right, let's go ahead and do this. We're not going to waste any spells. Let's try to cut through some walls. Let's cut through some walls right here as well. We're going to drop a bunch of sneakies. They're going to get roasted by that wizard tower, but it's okay. Get in there, boys. Can you do it? All right, we got to get in on that gold mine right there. Let's grab some right here. Do not have a battle blimp. So we got, oh man, we got higher level walls here. Higher level walls, my friends. All right, we're going to cut through. They're going to get in on that gold mine. They're going to jump across. Is there, no, wizard tower? No. Oh, wizard tower got him. All right, so let's do this one more time. We're down to 50 sneakies. We got a little bit of elixir here. We still got to break through. Oh, we did break through here. So let's go ahead and drop some sneakies to go after this loot. We're down to 74,000 on the gold. Looks like they're going to grab all of the gold. We have a little bit more elixir. Let's try to grab the rest of this elixir. Oh, I should have waited for that mortar to drop. Oh, well, it's not a big deal. All right, no big deal. No big deal at all. We got all the loot. We're going to loot. We're not really worried about dark elixir. We're back up to 200,000 again, so we're going to move on. Wow. Oh my goodness. See how we're already back up to 6.8 mil?
A few moments later.
I have managed to keep this party going while we were not even recording, and that's not a bad thing at all. We're back up to 8.5 mil on the gold and over 8 million now on the elixir. So we keep finding these dead bases, even though the loot forecaster says that there's absolutely nothing available. Now, we can just go ahead and use our earthquake spells to open up the base. Now, when it comes to the difference between the two, I've seen players ask, what's the difference between jump and earthquake spells? You have to have 4 spells in order to open up a base with the earthquake spells. Now, with the jump spells, you only need 1 spell to tie up 2 housing space. So, in comparison, you can bring 2 jump spells or you can bring 4 earthquake spells. So, a lot of players have a different feeling on that. It really and truly doesn't matter. It's a matter of what you personally prefer. All right, so it looks like our sneaky goblins are going to get in on the town hall, get the win on this one. We're back up to 8.9 on the gold and 8.2 on the elixir. Now, how much time do we have left in our barracks training boost? We have 15 minutes remaining, so we can keep this going for another 15 minutes and top out. I think we got like one more raid available, so I got to make sure that I train up my earthquake spell since I used 8 in that last raid, and I'm going to swap them to the front of the list with my spells because I'm more than likely going to use either my jump spells or my earthquake spells before I use my heal and my freeze. This is why I don't always use the quick train tab, if that makes any sense, because you have to shift your spells forward, and if you just click the quick train tab, it sends it back to the back of the list, and your army will be all messed up when you go out to the next raid. We discovered that, actually I already kind of knew that, but we discovered it in the live stream the other night. I had that situation happen where I had a little moment of doubt where players were asking, well, why don't you just use a quick train tab? And I was like, not even thinking, and then I did it, and I was like, I remember why, because the spells get shifted back and I don't always have them trained. All right, so we got 78 sneaky goblins. That should be good enough. Let me see if I can find one live for you guys to make sure that we finish out the video strong, because the point of this video is to show you that you can steal a lot of loot with just one training potion. I mean, honestly, you could fill up almost all of your storages. And for video purposes, you'll see that we're maxed out on gold, so I'm technically going to be wasting loot. I am fully aware of that, but we want to fill up our elixir for the full effect of this video to show you that I didn't just spend a bunch of loot without you guys seeing it. Now, this base does have some holes in the base. You're going to find some of these because, you know, some players just don't pay attention when they're building their bases, and they might have a bunch of holes left in it. But again, like I might have said, and if I have not said, this is our final attack for today because we are about to run out of our boost. So we're trying to take advantage of all these holes in the base. We do have our Barb King, so let's see if we can grab some elixir. Not too worried about the gold because I have absolutely nowhere to place it, and looks like our air sweepers are facing the center or the top and the bottom of the base. So let's go ahead and drop some sneakies in here to conserve some of them. Let's grab the rest of the elixir in these elixir pumps or collectors, whatever you want to call them. King's ability, let's go ahead and release our battle blimp to go in from this side and split the difference between our town hall. Come on, get in on the town hall, take it down. Come on, you can do it. There we go. We're on target. We're going to destroy a bunch of stuff, take down the town hall. And where is the rest of the elixir on this base? Looks like it's probably inside these collectors, if not inside the... Oh, actually, no. Nope. I found it. Really got to pay attention. Sometimes you just get lost on these bases and you don't even see the elixir when you're looking at the screen. All right, so we got all the elixir. The rest of the gold, can't place it anywhere else. Let's go ahead and walk away from this one. We have won the raid. We got 716,000 elixir off of this base. And so that puts us up to 9.2 on gold, 9.1 on the elixir. We're full on dark elixir still. Let me show you what the log looks like. This is what our log looks like. Now, if you don't like to lose, this might hurt your feelings a little bit, but we got a little bit of red. But look at how much loot we consumed or collected from multiplayer battles in the last hour by using a training boost. Just straight up beast moded at 46 minutes, 49 minutes, and 50 minutes. And that is the final raid, which was an hour and 49 minutes ago. Another large chunk of loot. So here's what we're going to do with our loot today. I need to go ahead and burn off some gold and elixir, and then I'm going to put down our second gold storage to upgrade to the final level. So let's go ahead and burn this off. I'm going to probably take a break after this and edit this video. So let's go ahead and burn off all of our gold, and let's burn off some of this elixir. I think it's like what, 1.5? No. Is it the gold storage? Okay, so the gold storage, no, that's not the right one. Clicking the wrong one. 1.5 to go to level 12. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and burn off a little bit more elixir. And that's going to take us down to 3.1, so we don't want to use all of it. Let's go ahead and put our gold storage there, and that is it for today, guys. So hopefully you're able to get something out of today's video. I know that some of you don't believe in playing like this, but if you want to be the most effective player to grind out your walls as quickly as possible, you will see that we're back up to 54 pieces of wall, or we're up to 54 pieces of wall. And if you just dedicate the time, walls go very, very fast. But again, it's really just on you. If you enjoyed our content, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you have not done so already. And if you like watching us every single day, turn on those notifications. If you need any additional video support, or you want to see the Town Hall 11 free-to-play series from the very beginning, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.